We're watching developments in Hong Kong this morning after a day of violence and anger in the ongoing protests there. That is new video of protesters dodging police water cannons on the streets of Hong Kong last hour. Tensions between protesters and police reached a new boiling point today when an officer shot a young protester. The shooting was caught on video. We're going to show you the moments leading up to the incident and some of the aftermath as well, but not the shooting itself. However, a warning that you may still find this footage upsetting. This is the moment before the officer fired on that protester in front of him and hit him in the torso. He fired twice more afterwards, but nobody else is reported to have been hit. The police are defending the officer's actions, and Hong Kong's chief executive is condemning the escalating protests.
If there is still any wishful thinking that by escalating violence, the Hong Kong SAR government will yield to pressure to satisfy the so-called political demands, I'm making this statement clear and loud here. That will not happen.
That was Carrie Lam, Hong Kong's chief executive, speaking earlier this morning. For more on the official response to the unrest, we reached freelance reporter Grace Lee in Hong Kong. She tells us how Carrie Lam's statements may backfire.
Yeah, well, she spoke out more against these protesters, labeling them as rioters and saying that they're the enemy of the people. And of course, this is a line that she's said before, but a lot of people are questioning, well, why say it now? Why say it on a day where a protester has been shot? There's anger over a student who fell to his death last week. There are so many escalations happening in this city at the moment, and the tensions are so high, and basically she's come out and pointed the finger at protesters, saying that it's their fault that it's gotten to this point. So far there's been a lot of anger on the streets and online towards Carrie Lam at the moment, and of course she already has pretty low approval ratings at the moment, but a lot of people are pointing beyond her, saying that this is a message from Beijing as well, and that's ringing a lot of alarm bells for protesters here.
Now, Grace, what about the young man who was shot this morning? Do you have any more details on his condition now?
Yeah, so he underwent 2 surgeries, and it looks like doctors are having trouble locating the bullet that's still inside of him, and that's why he's still in critical condition. There's a lot of support online for him. We've seen some tweets from friends who have visited him in the hospital. It seems he's a vocational student, and it's not clear whether or not he's going to receive any more treatment today. But so far what we've heard is that he is in critical condition. We're going to continue monitoring how he does. But of course, there was also that death last week of a student. So already protesters are very angered by how police have been handling this situation and how much the violence has escalated so far.
That was Grace Lee reporting from Hong Kong.